Alright, I'm ready, Red. Is it up, y'all?
I don't even know why you can stream.
I ain't answer. Bro, I don't play you well, man.
I'm good, man. I don't need no extra pay.
Keith, you know what you do, Josh? You can bring your self play.
It should be streaming. I don't even know how to do share play.
Oh, good. I gotta go to the internet.
It's on YouTube. Yeah, about to make play. Buck 50, buck 50. Am I like my charger? Motherfucking jock.
Let's get up early.
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quick houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Oh, I'm talking on my joystick about to die.
I'm just shot a job, man.
Here we go. Man up, man up. Hey, 21! 54, stop! That's all like that. Alpha!
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated and gotten the ball from them.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high,
Well, who else on my screen?
you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let me get your 7th-string linebacker, yeah.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Oh, that's a
tight end Hooper. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
So what, y'all?
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd, 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
Dink and dunk.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Ja, bruh. Nigga, I was just, that's the pass come out earlier, bro.
Rodgers now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the ball back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense, but the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
I don't know why they ain't keep hold me still. We can't even
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, 59, ready? 950. 39. Oh, here we go. Oh, you gonna turn.
Ito Smith, his first carry. Fighting to get back to the goal line. think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Let's go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, he's got the hook up to Miller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Hey, yeah, we'll be on tomorrow, man. I got to look
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is Miller. He's got it. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid gain.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. The catch made by Miller. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
Yeah, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Remember what you tell me?
On 1st down, Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head scheme going.
Give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Now Rodgers. What? Come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Maher is good. And thanks to his safety and 2 field goals, this is now an 8-0 game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? To me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the
You don't know what I like to do.
Aren't y'all 3-0?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
20, 20, 21.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got
He called that. That's first time should have been picked.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers.
Look, Martinez didn't even turn around. That's a big
For
pick.
any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step
That's
up
a
and fill
pig,
it.
bro.
They did it well there. Perfectly
I ain't
executed
trying to
crossing
shit you talking
route.
about.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
No, check. Base. Go. 21. 50, Mark 50. Stop your whining. Check.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll toss it to Smith.
Oh, wow. He didn't get caught. And I knew that was coming, too. I couldn't get out of that shit.
Touchdown on the year as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And
You will not get that again. I promise you that. Do not run that again, because I knew that's what he's doing. I'm telling you right now, don't do that again, because I knew that was coming. I just couldn't get over there to judge. I'm gonna smack that shit.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Kill.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
Oh, he supposed to be
And
smart.
he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Not
Oh, I got
looking
lucky.
for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game.
Now you going for it?
Fuck this nigga.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. picked off at the 39. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here we go now with Smith. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it?
Nigga, don't play him like that. That's big Darnell Savage.
Ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. On 2nd down, it's Jones.
Oh!
He is yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He's going to fire one.
My God.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
He caught it.
It'll be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Fight for the ball. Don't you find he go the opposite way of the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rodgers again now. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by DeMonte Casey.
Oh,
return it to the 24-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
We're going to lose the game yourself.
Yep, sure is.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Go, go, go.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. That's complete to Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Goofy ass balls, bro. Nah, that nigga throwing some terrible passes. He overthrew that fucking one ball. I was wide open for that play after.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation. Or go 4 verticals because why not? Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this one fielded at the 5.
Oh, come on!
For more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
Fucking man.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep. And his pass is intercepted
oh, my God.
Time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
That nigga wide open,
First
bro.
possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter. Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that. Has that happened to you before? No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Don't say nothing. Stop making. Don't say nothing.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, South.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead him to a 3rd down. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. Back 25. I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 51, down. Check, check. Check, check.
They go play action with Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. Convert there on 3rd down, but knock it away.
Oh my God. That's big pig, bro.
Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Cookies the mic, cookies the mic. Let's go, D. Let's go.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan.
Should be a fucking pig.
Incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Should have been a motherfucking pig, bro.
To get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now in this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence. See what happens. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Complete.
Man, hold me! Oh my God! Man, what the fuck? Well, fuck that.
It wasn't an interception.
head. You out your motherfucking mind.
That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just
Oh my
incomplete.
God.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Forced out to his left.
Oh wow.
That is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there.
They hoeing me.
Throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary.
God.
One of these quarterbacks going to
Damn.
learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Wow, they hoeing me. Wow. That's all I can say.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it here. And Adams has it complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Oh my
it's
God.
It's a gain of 12,
bro.
and the Packers have the first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area. So you make
That nigga spun right off
just
it.
to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Let's go, defense.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Able to spin free. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's tackled short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That's what they wanted out of that 1st down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in. And now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go. Or savor it a little bit. But I run right there.
And take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Ito Smith. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Tuesday.
Play action. It's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
At the 22-yard line.
Green 18! You!
Throwing on second down. Rodgers to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. It's a loss of 2, now third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
45. Mike, 45.
On third down, Rodgers. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 22.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Rodgers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones.
I saw me go!
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Over the middle. That's caught by Adams. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go with Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Marr now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Switch, 51. Check.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Ryan. And this is caught by Watkins. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Fourth down. Here's Ryan. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark, and that will force a turnover on downs. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. Rodgers now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 17. Rodgers now to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Marr able to put this one through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kevin King with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Take 3, 218, chop. 26.
Rodgers throwing here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. To throw on 3rd down, Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 23. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a play fake here on first down.
I'll take that.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kevin King with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now...
And my goodness, another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
I'm steady, don't repeat.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Smith trying to run for it. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover.
Oh,
As
my
this
guy,
game unfolded,
niggas.
they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today.
I would normally
so
want
you
to
saw
pass
them
like that.
deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because it just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
No, you're all good.
So for Green Bay,
you're just making me better,
nice
bro.
I appreciate that, bro. I need that.
With
a win here, and they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2, and they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gunn alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Good shit.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Let's go, motherfucker.